What's up guys, Freebs FPV here, trying to make another video. It's gonna be my first tutorial video. Sorry that you're just looking at this part. I'm too lazy to flip things, so we're just gonna record like this. So someone recently commented on one of my videos about how I'm able to get these reverses so smooth and everything. So this is gonna be kind of like my first tutorial video on how to do that. Don't really know how I'm going to explain it. I'll do the best that I can, and I hope you guys enjoy the video, so we'll just hop right into it. Cool. Alright guys, so we're just gonna go for it. Honestly, this is the first pack I'm doing, so it's been a minute since I've flown, so bear with me, but the muscle memory's still there. So when it comes to reversing, it really is just kind of like throttle control. All you have to do is understand what throttle control is, and you can figure it out. And as you can see, like with my throttle, as I'm going, I give more push to it, which means it helps it give more stuff. But for some reason my signal here is shit. I don't know what's going on. I don't think I have my settings right, so we're gonna just stay around here. But yeah, when it comes to reversing, it's all about that throttle control. Notice that I'm never really pushing it too hard, but that's all about how much you want to throw it and catch it. So like that, you just notice I'm not really going over more than like 60, maybe 70% when it comes to throttling. And for some reason my stuff is really glitching out, but I think it's just because I'm not on the high milliamp right now. But that's okay. We're just gonna go with it. By the way, I'm also using new batteries, the SpeedyPizzas, the newer versions that have come out. So this is actually a first test, so you could do tutorial and a review. So as you can see there, sometimes when you're doing reverses, you're gonna get that kind of like stall. That's really good to have, I would say, just because the fact that like you can really work with these. So like it gives you time to think when you're trying to like reverse back out and come into another move. So like for example, let me go back and do that again. So like just like a simple split ass turn over the tree, but then we hop over, give it that throttle, and then there you go. Pretty simple, nice and easy, nothing fancy, but yeah, it really is just throttle control. Notice that it's just like I'm just doing like all the same shit again. Fuck. All right, hold on. Okay, I didn't really need to do that. But let's try some. Yeah, let's start working on a couple things. So there's different types of reverses you can do. A good example is just simple that. That's an easy. Honestly, I think that's probably one of the easier ones to work on, just because you're just hopping over and catching yourself on top. So when you're doing that, you're gonna hop up here, zero throttle, but progressively give the throttle up. You don't want to go too fast, because if you go too fast, it's gonna do this. It's gonna look a little weird, and you're gonna catch yourself feeling like way off. So throttle, zero, progressive, and then, oh, actually forgot about that little part. So on that progressive, when you're going over, you want to progressive, but then punch out too at that very last minute, or well, not minute, second. So that's how you kind of get that like pop when you're doing reverses. So let's see, we're gonna bring this one in because the pack's about to die, but a little bit more explaining to do. But let's get flying. So I just explained that like kind of rollover reverse. So the next one I'm gonna do is kind of like let's see, the ones that like you see a lot where people kind of go forward something and then do that. So those are a bit different than what the reverses that you would do here, because it's more of a like sharp kind of movement. So let's see if I can find something to work with here. Everything's kind of short over here, unfortunately. Like, I'd have to go over the tree, but I don't really want to. Oh, actually right here, this guy. So see how that's kind of like what you want to do as you're going in, kind of. Whoops, I didn't do it right. Here, let me try it again. Oh shit, I'm stuck in Scraggle, motherfucker. Fuck. All right, try this again. So as you're heading towards the object, you kind of want to just let it float over and then catch it. And notice I didn't do it right there. So I'm not really good at those ones, but I'm going to try my best to like really explain it. So it's really just trying to catch your drone while it's in midair. So you notice there's like, as you go close to 0, there's that little bit of stall. So like right there, there's that little bit of slowdown. So what you can do with that is, as it slows down, you just push that throttle a bit, and that's how you're going to be able to get it to get that catch. So I didn't do it right that time, sorry. All right, so this is our focal point in this little fucked up shrubbery. So there's also that. I mean, that's not really a reverse, it's more of a stall and then like flip, but so there's like that too. Sorry, I'm skipping ahead. We're gonna keep going with this eject one. So it's pretty simple. All you're doing is hopping up, catching, pushing throttle, and then kind of like a juicy flick out of it, if that makes sense, because the way you're angled, it's sort of like this, so you want to like push, but as you notice when you do that, you kind of get back into like a juicy flick kind of form. So you want to do more of a what is it, I forget what it's called. You want to lean forward, or like, how the hell do you do juicy flick again? I forget what the movements are on here. Roll, flip forward, something like that. Yeah, so you want to like flip forward like a juicy flick, so kind of like that, because either way you go whenever you're doing a juicy flick, you're essentially just trying to get back to this. So you could even be sideways and get back to it like that. Like, see, I do that just like that. My left side isn't as good, but so yeah, see, so there's different ways of like ejecting out with that. Okay, next one before this battery dies is just simple like reverses like this are going to be a whole other kind of thing. I'd say this is more of an intermediate kind of move, just because of the fact that you have to be really attentive to your throttle control. Because if you don't control your throttle enough, you're going to slam the ground and break your drone, maybe, or it might survive. Really hard to explain this one, just because of the fact that it's all about movement and how comfortable you actually do feel with your quad. Luckily, I mean, shit, it's been like a month or two since I've flown, and luckily the muscle memory is still here, so it's only 2 packs in, and you can tell how comfortable I am still flying this thing, even though it's been forever. But besides that, yeah, it's all about really your skill and how long you've taken the time to actually practice it. I really took my time on like learning this all in a slower motion, so my rates I think were a bit slower. I had about 800, but it was still linear. But with that, it helped me kind of like figure out the movement of my quad. And then once I figured that out, I decided, you know, up the rates, find my comfortable rate settings, and then of course using the BlackBird FPV preset, your quad's going to be flying pretty freaking nice. And I just crashed. Well, we're gonna end it there then. That was basically all I could really explain. If there's any other questions, just pop it down in the comments. I'm probably better at explaining it through like writing instead, but yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all have a good one. Freebs FPV out. Thank you guys.